You're already watching where we had to the story of 50 Cent getting robbed in Africa. I never knew 50 Cent got robbed. I never knew 50 Cent got robbed in Africa, bro. So somebody in Africa robbed 50 Cent. We about to find out.
On my way to Angola.
Damn.
Niggas don't rob me, they know I'm down and down for my chain.
What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and on the last episode of this chain robbing series, we touched on a G-Unit member getting robbed in Chicago and how they retrieved that chain. And I want to continue with that G-Unit theme because this story is one that went under the radar, and it's not very long, but it's super interesting. On September 11th, 2007, 50 Cent released his third studio album, Curtis.
I think Curtis is an underrated album. I think Curtis is underrated album because not too many people like talk about the album. I think it's a really good album though. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really good album. Curtis is a really good album. Yeah, because they don't really get talked about. Like Curtis does not get talked about like Get Rich or Die Trying or even the other song, The Massacre. You feel me? But Curtis, I think Curtis is a really good album. It's an underrated album in my opinion.
And after the release of this album, he decided to do a world tour. And this world tour was very lengthy, starting in October 2007 and ending in May 2008. 50 Cent and G-Unit are no strangers to crazy things happening while they're on tour. 50 Cent has always said he'd perform anywhere on earth as long as they paid him. And the truth in that is when 50 Cent and G-Unit
Trying
performed
to get that money. I don't blame you. I don't blame him.
in Iraq for the soldiers in the middle of a war zone. Fortunately, nothing happened to them at that time, but during this tour run, they wouldn't get so lucky. Before we continue, I want to give a shout out to DraftKings for sponsoring.
Wait.
On May 5th, 2008, 50 Cent and G-Unit landed in Angola, Africa, a country with a population of nearly 35 million people and limited resources. When they arrived in Angola, the fans went absolutely crazy. This had been the first time they had seen 50 Cent and G-Unit, and due to the limited resources, no other rappers
Even overseas, they love 50, bro. 50 getting love overseas.
performed there. The security measures for artists weren't safe enough for artists to perform,
Other countries love 50.
but that didn't stop 50 Cent. That night they performed, the crowd was hard to control. The security couldn't handle all of the excitement of the fans. They were severely understaffed, and reports said that fans were touching 50 Cent and G-Unit throughout the whole concert. Despite security being low that night,
They must have really been hyped for 50. They must really never seen a a superstar like 50 Cent at the time. They must never know how to. They must be starstruck. They had to been to be acting like that.
concert still went well. 50 Cent then got into
Niggas was really fanned out.
performing his
Those
track
were fanned out niggas.
at Candy Shop, and this is when things went bad. While performing Candy Shop, a fan ran up on stage and snatched his chain. And immediately, 50 Cent jumped into the crowd and hunt down the person that stole it.
Yo, niggas was on hots. Bro, niggas was on hots, bro. It's chaotic, mad chaotic. He said jump though. 50 jumped.
Acalme-se! Acalme-se! Acalme-se, acalme-se!
Bro, even security couldn't control those fans, bro.
O 50 Cent sentou-se para alguma coisa. Espetáculo não acaba.
While out in Angola, Africa, 50 Cent was doing press runs, promoting his concert, and during the press runs is actually when he was wearing the chain, and this is the chain that got stolen during his concert. According to reports from MTV and 50's own website, This Is 50, this is how things went down. The article says, recently 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, and Tony Yayo were performing in Angola, Africa. Being that security was limited, fans were able to interact with the group on stage. However, one fan had a different motive and bit off more than he can chew as he attempted to run up on 50 and snatch his chain. According to the Post, 50 pushed him off the stage, jumped into the crowd, and then all hell broke loose. An unnamed G-Unit insider told TMZ this, that 50 jumped off the stage and punched the man who tried to jack him. The insider also reportedly said,
Yeah, self-defense.
chain is around 50's neck right now. The concert was ended immediately with security trying to hold back all kinds of fans going crazy over what had just happened. 50 Cent and his crew were taken back to their hotel rooms and they traveled back to America the following day. The unfortunate part is that these fans have waited so long to see not only an American hip-hop artist, but 50 Cent himself. And for the concert to be ended abruptly because of someone trying to steal a chain, it sucks for their experience. After the incident is what's probably the most interesting part of this story. The following day, the identity of the man who stole 50 Cent's chain was revealed to be Bruno Carvalho. Once the chain snatching footage got out on the internet and his name was blasted all over, his family got worried for their safety. So the guy's own parents decided to turn him into the police in Angola once they heard all the talk on the internet. Police Superintendent Carlos Mota then apprehended Bruno and revealed in a press conference that he would be facing criminal charges for his act. And the most ironic thing about this whole story is 50 Cent and G-Unit were performing at Angola's annual International Peace Festival, and with all these things that unfolded, there really wasn't much peace. But that's the brief story on how 50 Cent got robbed of his chain in Angola, Africa. The twist of the robber's own parents snitching on him is a wild twist to a story that I never expected when researching this. But with that being said, let me know if there's a specific chain robbing incident you would like me to cover. That's it for today's video.
Okay, that's the vid, you feel me? About device mentality. You know, go subscribe to him. He has good vids. He has good documentaries. So yeah, you feel me? 50 Cent getting robbed. Like I did not know that. I didn't know 50 Cent got robbed in Africa, in all places in Africa. You feel me? Really, like in Africa, like you get robbed in Africa. That's crazy, bro. But yeah, bro, 50 Cent, you know, got his shame back. You know, he got his shame. He got his shame back. You know, so he was defending himself and all that. So yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the vibes. Let me know what y'all think about the situation. If you're checking out, you are.